What's up, everyone? It's your boy Stevo here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Dino deck profile. But before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, and of course, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So we're starting it off with 3 Ultimate Conducted Tyrannos. You special summon him from your hand by banishing 2 dinosaurs in your graveyard. And once per turn, you destroy a monster in your hand or field and flip all face-up monsters on your opponent's side of the field, face down defense. Then you get to attack each one and burn your opponent for 1,000 damage each time. So he is just boss, plain and simple. Next up, we have Soul Eating Oviraptor. Run him at 3. He's our point guard of the deck. When you normal or special summon him, you get to add a dinosaur either to your hand or to the graveyard. And once per turn, you can target 1 level 4 or lower dinosaur monster on the field, destroy it, then special summon 1 dinosaur monster from your graveyard in defense position. So he is our engine starter. Probably our most valuable card in this deck. Next up, we have 3 Miscellaneous Source. Now you get to discard this card to the graveyard, and for that turn, any dinos on the field are unaffected by card effects. Now while in the graveyard, you get to banish it and other dinos to special summon a dino with the levels equal to the number of dinos you banish. Next up, we run 3 Baby Ceratosaurus and 1 Petite. Now these little guys are very important to this deck. When these 3 guys are destroyed by card effect, you get to special summon from the deck a level 4 or lower dino to the field. When this little guy is destroyed by card effect, you get to special summon from the deck a level 4 or higher. And to round up our one-offs, Dracaolo, Giant Rex, Overtex Quatless, and 1 Pancratops. So this is our main synchro target. Giant Rex, I like to banish him off of Tyranno's effect. This guy is a guy you dish off to get a double evolution fill, of course. And this guy is Pancratops, self-explanatory. And for our last dinos, we run 2 Manflame Kaijus. Now, I like to run them at 2 because in case that you disrupt your opponent's board, of course, and you have him in your hand, you get to special summon him as well to your field. So I just like to have that option. Would I cut it down? Yes, I would side deck 1 out for sure and move forward from there. For our second engine, we run the True King engine. So 3 Vanisher and 1 Disaster. So when these guys are in your hand, you get to destroy 2 monsters on the field or in your hand to special summon them. Now, if you use the same attribute, so for this guy, if you use 2 fire types, you get to banish a monster on your opponent's side of the field. This guy, when you use 2 earth, you get to look in your opponent's extra deck and rip out 3 cards. So these guys are great for this engine. And for some spice, I like to run 2 Shining Sky Stags. So when there's a monster in the extra monster zone, you get to special summon this card from your hand. Then you can target a monster in the extra zone and equip it to this card. Now, the real interesting part is when this monster destroys another monster on the field, you get to summon that equipped monster to your field, just to add insult to injury. Not to mention, with the fire attribute, you get to run the Vanisher effect. So this guy works really well with this deck, and I really enjoy it. Phenomenal. And now for the spells. Start off, we run 3 Fossil Dicks, very critical in this deck. You get to add 1 level 6 or lower dino to your hand, and it's not a hard once per turn. So you could just run just a crazy board 1 turn and destroy your opponent. Next up, a card that people might shy away from because of this new master rule is Pot of Extravagance. So I only have 2 for now. Because we lost Trishula to 1 now, And with the new master rule, I see why people will shy away from using this. Um, I still think it runs well with the deck, and I will continue to use it for now. Uh, I would not hesitate to side it if need be. Depending on the matchup, if it's a grind game, you can still use this for security. I feel like, you know, if you need an emergency, draw 2 cards, start a combo. This card could be a safety net. So I'll continue to run it. And for our one-offs, 1 double evolution pill, and unfortunately, 1 mind control. Now we got hit hard with this last April ban list. This guy's now at 1. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but it makes sense why it'll be at 1. It's a broken card. This guy, I like having the option. I know a lot of people don't like to run this. It becomes bricky, but I like to have options with this deck. Plain and simple. So I'll continue to run it. I don't know if I'll ever go up to 2. Maybe. We'll see how the meta goes. We'll see how the rule goes. And we'll see with different ideas that come about. But for now, this is what I run. 1. And now for our field spells. So you run 3 Lost Worlds. So when you summon a Dino to your side of the field, you also summon a token to your opponent's side of the field. Now, when a token is destroyed by card effect or battle, you get to send a Dino from your deck to the graveyard instead, which will trigger off your Baby Ceratosaurus, your Petite effects. So, awesome card for the deck. And for our other field spells, we run Diagram, Mystic Mine, pair it with Terraforming, and Set Rotation. So Diagram is, of course, for our Trukin package. Mystic Mine is for when things get sweaty. Plain and simple. Terraforming, of course, and Set Rotation are to access these cards when need be, if need be. So these 4 cards are very important. And to finish off the main deck, we run 2 Evenly Matched, currently working on getting the 3rd. And this is what we use to disrupt boards, if need be. For the extra deck, for our Link 2s, I run 1 Pentastag, 1 Hida, and 1 Nightmare Phoenix. So Pentastag allows your Tyranno to inflict piercing damage when attacking a defense position monster. Hida, when she's destroyed by battle or card effect, you get to bring back your Miscellaneousaurus, pretty much, as your main target. And of course, Nightmare Phoenix to pop back row. For our Link 3 and 4s, I run 1 Nightmare Unicorn, my favorite card, BLS, 1 Appaloosa, and 1 Borosaur. I know you're gonna ask, why am I running this? I say, why not? I love having the option, and he's my favorite card, so why not use my favorite card as an option? Appaloosa, because she becomes really easy to summon, so why not have her as an option? And then, of course, Borosaur for just OTKs. For the XYZs, I run 2 True Kings for the rank 9s. He is our game ender. If you end up with him on the field early in the match, you're pretty much in good shape. So definitely, because I run Extravagance, you have him at 2. For the rank 4s, I run 1 Dolka, 1 Lagia, 1 Dugars, and 1 Exciton Knight. So these guys are for negations. Dugaris, he allows you to get your Tyranno to 7,000 attack, and that is just crazy. And Exciton, of course, to disrupt boards. Okay, and for the synchros, I run 1 Trishula and 1 High Speed Roy Chimbaro. Now he got hit in this ban list, so I replaced the second one I was running with Chimbaro. This guy's pretty easy to summon, which is why I use him, and he's able to attack twice each turn, so that's pretty good. And there are 2 synchros that I've been testing and considering adding, and those are Mistworm and TG Wonder Magician. I'm still testing those and see how it'll work with this deck, because I do want to replace this second Trishula somehow. But we'll see. It's a work in progress, and I will update you guys. And I do have some honorable mentions for you guys. And those are number 27, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, and number 81. So this guy I found pretty easy to summon. And when you destroy a monster on your opponent's side of the field, you get to bring one of these guys out. This guy, you detach a material, of course, and you inflict 2,000 damage. And this guy, for that turn, you can target a monster in your field and it's unaffected by card effects. So it's a crazy, simple engine to run. And basically, any deck, especially a lot of decks that run level 4 monsters. So let's run through a combo real quick just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so in a typical scenario, I would have an Ultimate Conductor out on the field, a Giant Rex from the graveyard, and a Soul Eating Oviraptor. So, 2 level 4, you bring out number 27, and we use his effect to destroy a monster in my hand or on the field to flip all my opponent's monsters to face down defense. Now, go to my battle phase, I would attack one of his defense position monsters, destroy it, and swing with Tyranno for damage for that battle phase. Now, once that battle phase ends, his effect triggers, where you can bring out a level 10 machine. And also transfer all materials. So let's say it's this guy. You enter your main phase 2, detach 1, and burn your opponent for 2,000 life points. Now, you can just do this in your next turn, or that could be game. So there's that. Or let's say you bring out number 81, and in your opponent's turn, you obviously get rid of a material, and this guy's unaffected by card effects for that turn. So pretty decent engine to run, and I'm definitely testing it and seeing where it goes. And of course, with this Master Rule 5, this could be pretty helpful for us Dino players. So let me know what you guys think. So guys, that was my Dino deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed it. Now let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And also let us know what deck profiles you guys are looking forward to seeing in this channel. Once again, this is your boy Stevo from the Big 5, signing out. Peace.